Have you ever noticed your eyes feeling more tired at night than they used to, even when your day didn't seem that demanding? Maybe reading small text before bed has become harder, or bright lights feel harsher than they did a few years ago. Many adults over 50 quietly experience these changes and wonder the same thing. Is this just normal aging, or is something happening inside my eyes while I sleep? The truth is, your eyes don't simply turn off at night. After dark, important repair and protection processes begin, especially in aging eyes. What you give your body before bedtime can quietly influence how well those processes work, for better or for worse. My name is Dr. Nelson, and I've spent years helping older adults understand how small, science-based choices can support long-term eye health. In this video, I'll explain which vitamins are most supportive for the eyes when taken before bed, what science actually says about them, and how to use this information safely and realistically. We'll take this step by step, starting with the first vitamin that plays a key role in how your eyes adapt, protect themselves, and recover overnight. If this sounds familiar to you, stay with me and let's walk through this together. 1. Vitamin A and the fear of losing night vision. For many adults over 60, the first quiet sign that something is changing in the eyes doesn't happen during the day. It happens at night. Driving feels more stressful, streetlights glare more than they used to, and reading before bed requires brighter light or more effort. Most people don't talk about this out loud, but inside there is a lingering fear. What if this is the beginning of permanent vision loss? Vitamin A is closely tied to how the eyes handle darkness. Inside the retina, it helps form a visual pigment that allows your eyes to adjust when light levels drop. As we age, this process can slow down, not because something is broken, but because aging cells become less efficient. For someone in their 60s or 70s, this can feel unsettling, especially when night vision changes begin to interfere with independence and confidence. Vitamin A support is most relevant when night vision feels weaker, eyes struggle to adapt after lights are turned off, or visual fatigue appears at the end of the day. It is not meant for sudden vision loss or severe eye disease, and it is not something to take casually in high doses. Understanding when it helps is just as important as knowing what it does. Many older adults worry that if they ignore these early signs, things will only get worse. That fear is not unreasonable. Poor night vision can increase fall risk at home, reduce confidence while driving, and slowly limit daily activities. At the same time, misunderstanding vitamin A can also be harmful. Taking too much or assuming it can reverse serious eye conditions may create false hope or even cause health problems elsewhere in the body. The most responsible approach is awareness, not panic. Vitamin A works best as part of a balanced routine, usually through food sources or carefully guided supplementation. After learning this, the next step is simple. Pay attention to how your eyes respond at night, review your diet, and speak with a healthcare provider before making changes. Supporting your eyes is about steady care, not quick fixes. And as important as vitamin A is for night vision, it is only one piece of the puzzle. In the next part, we'll look at another nutrient that quietly protects your eyes from daily damage you may not even realize is happening. 2. Vitamin C and the quiet worry about eye clarity. After understanding how vitamin A supports night vision, many adults over 60 begin to notice another more subtle concern. It's not always darkness that causes discomfort, but a gradual loss of clarity. Letters may seem slightly hazy, glare from sunlight or headlights feels harsher, and eyes tire more quickly than they used to. For many older Americans, this brings a quiet, unspoken worry. Are my eyes slowly losing their sharpness, and is there anything I can still do about it? Vitamin C plays an important role here because it concentrates in the eye's lens and surrounding fluids. Its main function is protection. Every day, your eyes are exposed to light, screens, and environmental stress, all of which create oxidative damage over time. As the body ages, its natural ability to neutralize this damage weakens, especially in people managing chronic conditions like high blood sugar or high blood pressure. Vitamin C support is most helpful when the goal is long-term protection, not immediate correction. It is not intended for sudden vision changes, severe eye pain, or diagnosed eye disease. Many people misunderstand this and expect quick results, which can lead to disappointment or unsafe dosing. Vitamin C does not restore lost vision overnight, but it helps maintain the environment that allows eye tissues to age more gracefully. The deeper fear many seniors carry is not just blurred vision, but the idea of losing independence. Difficulty seeing clearly can affect driving, reading medication labels, or enjoying simple routines that define daily life. Ignoring this concern may allow oxidative stress to quietly build year after year. On the other hand, assuming vitamin C alone can fix aging eyes may delay proper eye exams or necessary medical care. The safest action after learning this is balance. Consistent intake through fruits, vegetables, or moderate supplementation supports eye health without overstating its role. Paying attention to gradual changes, scheduling regular eye exams, and avoiding extreme supplement doses are all part of responsible care. And while vitamin C works quietly in the background to protect your eyes from daily wear and tear, there is another nutrient that focuses on preserving the structure of eye cells themselves. In the next section, we'll explore that connection and why it matters even more as the years go by. 3. Vitamin E and the fear of eyes becoming fragile with age. After learning how vitamin C quietly protects eye clarity, many adults over 60 begin to sense a deeper concern forming beneath the surface. It's the feeling that the eyes are no longer as resilient as they once were. Minor irritation lasts longer, recovery from eye strain feels slower, and there is a subtle worry that the eyes have become more fragile with age. For many older Americans, this fear is rarely spoken aloud, but it lingers. What if my eyes can't handle stress the way they used to? Vitamin E is closely connected to this concern because it helps protect the outer membranes of eye cells. These membranes act like protective barriers, allowing cells to function normally while shielding them from ongoing oxidative damage. As the body ages, especially past 60, these protective layers can weaken, making eye tissues more vulnerable to everyday stress from light exposure, dry environments, and long periods of visual focus. Vitamin E support is most relevant for people noticing prolonged eye fatigue, dryness, or slower recovery after a visually demanding day. It is not meant for acute eye injuries or diagnosed eye conditions, and it should not be taken in excessive doses. Many older adults assume that more is better, but misunderstanding vitamin E can lead to unwanted effects, especially when combined with certain medications. The quiet fear behind this issue is loss of control. When eyes feel delicate, daily routines like driving, reading, or watching television can feel uncertain. Over time, this can affect confidence and independence. Ignoring cellular protection may allow cumulative damage to build slowly, while relying too heavily on supplements without guidance may create false reassurance or interfere with overall health. The most appropriate action after understanding this role is moderation and awareness. Vitamin E works best as part of a broader pattern of care, often through foods like nuts, seeds, and healthy oils, or through carefully chosen supplements discussed with a healthcare provider. Paying attention to persistent eye discomfort and recognizing when professional evaluation is needed is just as important as nutritional support. Vitamin E helps preserve the strength of eye cells, but protection alone is not enough. In the next part, we'll explore a nutrient that focuses on filtering harmful light and reducing visual strain. Something many aging eyes struggle with more than ever in today's screen-filled world. 4. Lutein and zeaxanthin and the fear of everyday light slowly damaging your eyes. After understanding how vitamin E helps protect the structure of eye cells, many adults over 60 begin to notice another concern that feels increasingly unavoidable. Bright sunlight feels harsher, headlights at night seem overwhelming, and time spent on phones or tablets leaves the eyes strained for hours. Beneath these experiences is a quiet fear many older Americans share but rarely say out loud. Is everyday light slowly damaging my eyes, even when I'm careful? Lutein and zeaxanthin are pigments naturally found in the macula, the part of the retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. Their role is protective. They help filter high-energy blue light and reduce oxidative stress caused by prolonged exposure to screens and artificial lighting. As we age, the natural levels of these pigments tend to decline, leaving the eyes more exposed than they once were. This support is most relevant for people who notice eye fatigue after screen use, increase its sensitivity to light, or difficulty adjusting between bright and dim environments. It is not a solution for sudden vision loss or severe eye disease, and it should not be expected to reverse existing damage. Many seniors assume that if symptoms are mild, they can be ignored or that supplements can compensate for unlimited screen exposure. Both assumptions can quietly work against long-term eye health. The deeper worry here is cumulative damage. Unlike pain, light-related stress doesn't always announce itself clearly. Over time, ongoing strain can reduce visual comfort, limit screen tolerance, and contribute to anxiety about reading, driving, or staying connected with family through digital devices. Misunderstanding the role of lutein and zeaxanthin may also lead people to skip regular eye exams, believing nutrition alone is enough. The most helpful action after learning this is awareness and balance. Increasing dietary sources like leafy greens or considering appropriate supplementation can support macular protection, but reducing unnecessary screen exposure and improving lighting habits matter just as much. Paying attention to how your eyes feel at the end of the day is a valuable signal, not something to push through. Lutein and zeaxanthin help shield aging eyes from constant visual stress, but protection from light is only part of the story. In the next section, we'll look at a vitamin that supports the energy systems inside your eye cells, influencing how well they function and recover over time. 5. Vitamin B2 and the fear that your eyes are slowly losing energy. After learning how lutein and zeaxanthin help protect the eyes from constant light exposure, many adults over 60 begin to notice something harder to describe. It's not just strain or sensitivity, but a sense that the eyes fatigue faster than they used to. By evening, vision feels heavy, focus drifts, and recovery after a long day seems slower. Quietly, a troubling thought appears. Are my eyes simply running out of energy as I age? Vitamin B2, also known as riboflavin, plays a key role in how eye cells produce and manage energy. Every cell in the eye depends on efficient energy metabolism to maintain clarity, focus, and nerve signaling. As we grow older, especially in our 60s and beyond, this process can become less efficient due to aging, medications, or chronic conditions that affect nutrient absorption. Vitamin B2 support is most relevant for people who notice persistent eye fatigue, dullness, or discomfort that worsens as the day goes on. It is not meant for sudden vision changes, eye pain, or diagnosed eye disease. Many older adults misunderstand this and assume eye fatigue is something they must simply accept. Others turn to supplements without understanding timing or dosage, which may not provide benefit and can sometimes interfere with sleep or interact with medications. The fear beneath this issue is subtle but powerful. When the eyes feel drained, everyday activities begin to feel more demanding. Reading in the evening becomes harder, screen time feels exhausting, and even social connection can feel like work. Over time, this can quietly reduce quality of life. Ignoring low cellular energy may allow fatigue to compound, while misusing supplements can create frustration or false expectations. The most practical action after understanding vitamin B2 is to focus on consistency rather than quick results. Riboflavin supports long-term cellular function, often through balanced nutrition or carefully selected supplements taken earlier in the evening. Paying attention to hydration, overall diet, and how your eyes feel at the end of the day provides important clues about what your body needs. Vitamin B2 reminds us that eye health is not just about protection, but about sustained function and resilience. And now that we've explored how these 5 nutrients work together, the most important question becomes this: How do you bring all of this into a safe, realistic routine that truly supports your eyes as you age? Bringing it all together. Protecting your eyes as you age, one night at a time. As we age, the body becomes quieter in how it signals change. Vision rarely fades all at once. Instead, it shifts slowly. Night vision weakens, eyes tire faster, glare feels harsher, and recovery takes longer. These changes often appear most clearly at night when the body is supposed to rest and repair, yet the eyes may feel strained or unsettled. For many older adults, this creates a quiet but persistent concern about what the future might hold. Throughout this discussion, one theme stands out clearly. Eye health after 60 is not about dramatic fixes or overnight transformation. It is about understanding how aging affects the eyes at a cellular level and supporting those systems gently and consistently. Vitamins like A, C, E, lutein, zeaxanthin, and B2 do not cure eye disease, but they each play a role in helping aging eyes adapt, protect themselves, and function more comfortably over time. When used wisely, they work with the body's natural nighttime repair processes rather than against them. Sleep itself becomes a critical window. During the night, circulation patterns change, inflammation settles, and cells focus on maintenance rather than performance. If the body lacks the nutrients it needs during this period, small weaknesses can slowly accumulate. At the same time, misunderstanding supplements or relying on them without medical guidance can create unnecessary risks. Knowing when support is appropriate and when professional evaluation is needed is part of protecting yourself as you grow older. Looking ahead 1 to 5 years, the choices you make now quietly shape how your vision supports your independence. Clearer night vision, reduced eye fatigue, and better visual comfort can influence everything from driving confidence to reading, screen use, and staying socially connected. These outcomes are rarely the result of a single action, but of steady, informed decisions made over time. Aging does not mean surrendering control. It means adjusting with awareness. Paying attention to subtle changes, maintaining regular eye exams, managing overall health, and using nutritional support responsibly all contribute to resilience. Your eyes, like the rest of your body, respond best to patience and consistency. The deeper message is this: the body becomes more fragile with age, but it also becomes more responsive to thoughtful care. Understanding what your eyes need, avoiding extremes, and acting early allows you to protect not just your vision, but your confidence and quality of life. Healthy aging is not about stopping time. It is about working wisely with the time you have. If this conversation has made you pause and reflect on how your eyes have been changing with age, I encourage you to stay with me. In the next part, we'll bring everything together in a practical, realistic way. How to apply this knowledge safely, how to avoid common mistakes, and how to build a nighttime routine that truly supports your vision over time. These small, informed choices can shape how comfortably your eyes serve you in the years ahead, so let's continue and take the next step together.